Hello everybody, welcome back to EAFC 24 where we have our career mode with Dundee FC here as we try to break the monopoly in Scottish football. We are currently in 11th spot. This is of course our first season, not doing so well defensively. However, we are coming into January now, so we can make some, we can start making some, maybe get some players in. However, right now, we need to concentrate on the last game before we go to the January transfer window, and that is against Aberdeen, who are currently in 6th spot. So let's see what we can get from this game, and then move on to see what options we have in the January transfer window. On the right now with Barron. First real opportunity that they've kind of had so far, Aberdeen. They've been knocking the ball around well, but Barron has pretty much walked through our defence and scored. Should have done better there. Just couldn't get the right angle to get the foot in. And Aberdeen will take a lead here within the first 20 minutes. Really just walks through us. Beats one, beats two, gets a strike away. And that's all he needed. Down here with the right again with Barron. And he's got inside. There's Sockler. Donnelly is also there. Taking his time, Barron. Gets it back into Sockler here. It's opened up for him, but no, he gets past the man. Good save with the goalkeeper. Carson is there with a good left hand to keep that out. Good pressing there from Kerr, but very little space in at hand for him, but they tried to get it through to, I think it was McCown out there. Here is Barron, who's really caused us issues down this right hand side. Oh, lovely little piece of play, and it's a really good finish. Little roll inside the right foot, and the finish by Clarkson is excellent. 2-0 right before the break. And there's a full-time whistle. 2-0. Not a surprising defeat. Aberdeen are a very good team and they're doing reasonably well in the season, but we could have got something out of that game, but really didn't really make any chances. And first video starts off with a loss. Two more things we need to worry about. Two players were recalled by their parent clubs. Malachy Boateng made his way back to Crystal Palace, and John McCracken went back to North City. Both of those players weren't really good enough to get, time on the team. Boateng, I think, was closer. He had a few games, but nothing major. But McCracken, he didn't even get in the squad. So yeah, that's not a big deal. But yeah, it would have been nice to keep Boateng around as a kind of fourth or fifth midfielder. Finlay Robertson has got an offer here from FC Hammerstedt. I wouldn't be too, I probably would sell him, just not there. If it was to somewhere in England or somewhere like that, I'd happy to sell him, but just not to someone who's not in, England or Scotland. I just don't think that's too realistic. Oh, boys, here we go. Cammy Kerr, our right back here. Aberdeen is the team that have put in the offer. I'm okay with letting him go, of course. I don't know. Did he sign recently? I actually can't remember. I don't think I re-signed him at all. Actually, that doesn't sound right. We're gonna do Finlay Robinson's first. Another club that I don't really want to send him to due to it just not being realistic. But Cammy Kerr, 28 years old. I mean, we have Mulligan on the team. Let me just take a look at Mulligan here. Mulligan younger is a question. Mulligan is younger, and he's not happy with his playtime or his contract. Do you have less time on your contract? No, it's only players who are coming in via loan. That's fine. Yeah, I think if we can get a good deal, selling Cammy Kerr might be a pretty good idea. So let's see what we can do and get as much money out of Aberdeen as we possibly can. They say 470 is the most that they're willing to offer. Tension's quite high. I'm willing to take 470. I think that's a good deal for both parties. And let him go. I'm happy to have Mulligan play right back. There's not much in the difference between them and letting Cammy Kerr go. Especially to a bigger club in Scotland. Yeah, I think that's pretty much something you have to do. And I think there goes Cammy Kerr out to Aberdeen. Not a terrible move for us, but selling players isn't really what we want to do here. We want to bring in some players. We haven't done that so far. But losing a player, especially of his quality, who played well, to be fair, let's be honest. That's a little bit disappointing. But I think when a team like Aberdeen comes in and puts up the money, that's more than good enough for him to go. You tend to take it. And Cammy Kerr will indeed leave to Aberdeen. First up, Lamar Bogaard. He's a young Dutch central defensive midfielder. Very good at everything I want him to be good at. Now, his pace isn't fantastic, but he's got the physicals and the defending to do pretty much anything that I want him to do. I think he's a good person to bring in. Lamar Bogaard, definitely the man I'm going to try and bring in, but it will be for loan. Let's see if we can get him in. 40. I'd like to switch that the other way around, let them pay for most of it and see where they go from there. If it goes back, I'll pay 50-50. I'll take that. Bogaard is going to come in on loan on a short-term deal to shore up our midfield. I think that's going to help us a lot. Now we're in the Scottish Cup as Rangers come to Dundee FC. Let's see if we can get through the first round, though I'm not expecting much. Not gonna lie to you guys, it's been a bit of a few weeks of just not being able to play really any bit of video games. Just been, really busy at work. Got hurt at work there recently enough, and it was luckily not as serious as I had originally thought it to be. So it's all good news. It's good to be busy at work too, but when you're understaffed for what you need done, that's when things get a little bit busy. And what's going on right now, especially coming up to time of year again, I don't even want to say the word, as Rangers have taken the lead. It was only a matter of time, really. And it's 1-0. It always seems to come in around that 15-minute mark. Another thing we need to be wary of is the amount of players in this team that are going to be gone next year. Robinson, he's not. It's not that they may be gone, as Rangers take another lead. And really, that one came out of nowhere. A second one before the break, very similar to the match against Aberdeen, and it's going to be one and done here in the Scottish Cup for Dundee. Probably a surprise to nobody. First corner, it's going to be McCown. Ball goes in. Donnelly! And we get the first goal of the second half. Centre half, Donnelly climbs highest, and we get a goal back. Barisic is going to come down this left-hand side. Mulligan tracking back. He did get past him with a little with the touch forward. Now it's through and it's 3, and we're not gonna get a chance to get back in this game. defensively, it is an issue right now, and hopefully, if we can get that young Dutch central defensive midfielder, that might make a change. But right now, it's a struggle. I do think like 5 at the back is probably one of the worst formations that is in this game. But I do want to keep it somewhat realistic, and this is the formation that they come in with, so might as well use it. Here is McCown. That's a good ball in. Cameron! And we get another one back. And down that right-hand side. Great ball in. Cameron's there at the back post. Good finish. Probably the best crossing that we've had this year. Nice little finish by Cameron as well. That's his second of the year, I believe. Maybe third. He's had a few goals. Not as much as Bakayoko, but he certainly contributed. With 3-2, we're starting to come into this game now. But now we've got McCown coming down this right-hand side again. No support, so he does hold it up a little. Here is Anderson. He does loop the ball. So one thing he doesn't have on him is that, although he's very good at, running around, trying to get possession back, he's not fantastic at keeping possession. But we will lose this tie against Rangers. 3-2 on the night. Went down 2-0 and then matched them with 2 goals. But they were able to score a third before we scored our second, and that was it. But we were really good in that game, competitive. That's all you really want. And 3-2 loss, we're out of the cup. Not that big a deal. We move back into the important thing, which is in the league, which we will get back to, I think, in only a few days. So let's hope it's not. Let's hope we've got our guys back to full fatigue, a decent enough rest for that. Also, got to remember, we have some transfers made, and I want to see that Max Anderson is going to be suspended for the next game due to the amount of yellow cards he's been picked up. So that's disappointing. And here we go, the new arrival here in Dundee FC. Young central defensive midfielder, going to be here for a few months here in the second half of the season. Lamar Bogard, 6 months, and he is going to play probably in that centre defensive midfield role with Anderson. McGee and Burner also there. Bogard's a good player. Yeah, very, very happy to bring him in. Next up, Motherwell. They're currently in 7th spot, 12 points ahead of us in the table. So win here would be good. We are currently still not in bottom. That will be St. Johnstone still. But we do need to start getting wins and making sure we don't finish bottom, which is our goal at the end of the day. That's what we want to do. So we face Motherwell here, and that's what we're going to do. And Motherwell could get through here for their first goal, and it's wide. Good opportunity for them, but they're not able to take it. Bogard. Bogard's going to rush down this right-hand side here, and he's done incredibly well as well. He nearly found the man. Did find the man! And it's a great save from Kelly in the end. I think that was Tiffone who got his foot up. Good strike, good save. Bogard does excellently down that right-hand side with no goal. Half-time 0-0. Certainly could have gone ahead in the dying minutes of the first half there. And Bogard has won that back. Bakayoko to McCown. Cuts it back. Bakayoko. Bogard. Strike blocked. They're getting a lot of men behind the ball when we have the ball, Motherwell, and we're able to get blocks in like that. Beck. Dead on side to the back post. Tiffany's there, and it's over the crossbar. Knew what he was trying to do just to send it back where it came from, but got underneath it. Loads of space out here, but we don't want to lose it now. And we won't. Good defensive play. Bogard might have sent something off here. Bogard is actually really good at just trying to come forward here, run. Good ball, but a little bit too close to Casey there as we get into the final minutes of this game. Bakayoko once again is able to get the ball back. He's been doing it all game, to be fair, Bakayoko. Throwing his weight around, getting the ball back. As has that man right there, Bogard. He is still on McGinley here. Not giving up. Right at the... Brilliant defending. Right at the right time. He had a chance there. I think it was BRS. He's coming off now. Had chances there to pull the trigger. Just couldn't. And we were able to make two very good interceptions to get it away. And it looks like we're going to end this game with a draw. And indeed, we will. We travel to Motherwell and get a draw. We always need to perform better away from home, Dundee. But we'll take the points against a team who are 12 points ahead of us in the table. Another point to add to our tally. I can understand why people will go straight into the transfer market. I'm not really into that, just buying players. It's not my thing. But a point there. We now face Rangers again, so another tough opponent. This time in the league. Ball back, only to lose it again, and we're going to be punished. Rangers, it's taken them 40 minutes or so, but they finally got the breakthrough, and they take the lead. Maybe a goal down, but that's not unsurmountable. It's the second one that's unsurmountable against Rangers, and this could be it. Great save by Carson, but he's not back up yet, and Rangers are there again, and there is the goal. 2 goals. And that's probably it. Here come Rangers again. Ball through, lovely ball, 3-0, and that should be it. Yeah, we've been split apart by Rangers again here. 3 goals conceded against them. Once again, this time with no goals to show for it due to our squad being very fatigued. I think now it's time to bring on the bench boys. Driving covers for French, but French is actually back. French has quite a lot of pace, which is what he probably can pay in that position. And this could be 4. No, good save. Good save, Carson. Probably should have been 4, but unfortunately for Rangers, they can't give us more misery. Haven't got many strikes on goal today, and whether they've just been blocked after some good build-up like we did against Motherwell, or they've just been in, vain against Rangers in the Cup, where we did compete a bit better, I think, in that game, and I think this 4 goals may just be a little bit of over the top for Rangers. Definitely doesn't say what we did today, which, to be fair, we weren't great, but 4-0, and when you're in a league with this much disparity between the top and the bottom, these are the kind of results you're going to get. I mean, you bring on the bench boys, you only concede 1. Rangers did give up. I don't think there's really much of a doubt of that, really. Like, they did certainly just stop playing, and that one really just got them a chance. But there's 4-0. And this looks to be a very, very, very poor session. On the free agents list, Adam Casey, young right back midfielder. I just need players that are able to fill some gaps in the team right now. We don't have that many. We don't have that much money. We don't have that much depth in the squad, and I don't really want to just splash the cash now because I think the summer is the time to do it. And to be honest, when I was coming up to this, I was like, okay, now's the time to splash the cash. I don't think it's time. I think after going through this transfer window, now's not the time. Now, did I mess this transfer window up? 100%, I did. I messed it up. This is completely on me. But we're 11th, and our objective is to not finish bottom, and we're not bottom. So we can do that with this current squad. Now, losing, Cammy Kerr was a big issue, given that, now Mulligan has to play right back, and we don't have a backup for him. So bringing in Adam Casey, even just for just the smallest bit of depth, is going to be a big plus for us. Now he is a regen, or he is a youth player. I don't know who he was let go from, but Casey definitely someone I would like to bring in, even if it was just for the rest of the year. And Adam Casey's going to come in for 5 years on £1,000, and he's actually quite good. I took a complete guess on him that he was going to be decent. Now, 5 years, honestly, that's not a good contract. I don't want him for 5 years. But I do need the space in the squad. Maybe someone comes in this time next year, we can get rid of him. But Casey's a very good player to have as backup. And he can come and he can play right back. Yeah, I'll take that. An offer for Adam Legdins. He's literally running out of contract, I think, at the end of the year. I'm happy to let him go for 100k. We actually don't have a backup goalkeeper, now that I think about it. That's not good. I don't think Carson's going to get hurt, but I can go into the free agency pool here. Charlie Setford. Don't know much about him, but he's English and he's out in Ajax and on the transfer or on the loan list, so he might be someone that I could bring in. Here's another one, Ewan Urain. Looks pretty decent. Another person on the loan list. Might bring him in as well just to the end of the season. Matthew Saranola. Another English player out in Royal St. Union or something. Not 100% sure about that club. I think they're in Belgium. Probably wrong. Not 100% sure. But Matthew Saranola is another guy on the loan list. These are really the only guys I can go for right now. With Legion's probably going to go, and they'll agree to the 50-50 split. So yeah, we will happily bring in Setford for the rest of the season, if he accepts. So hopefully he will. Next is Ewan Urain, another player that I have known nothing about, but I would like to bring him in on loan until the end of the season. He's currently an athletic club, like Bilbao. So once again, short-term deal. Don't want anything too long. Just want to bring him in until the end of the season. And once again, 50-50. He is getting a little bit more, though. We would be paying... They want 60-40. I don't think we can afford that. So we're going to let Urain go. Unfortunately, we can't afford that. I'll actually go 60-40 on this one. Because 3-3 isn't too bad. We actually paid 50% on Bogart, and they're actually okay with that. So we're going to bring in Soranola. Oh no, there's someone leaving. Adam Legkins will indeed go. So let's hope we can get Setford in from Ajax to be our backup goalkeeper. I really screwed this transfer window up. I knew it was coming too, it's just I didn't know if I wanted to go all out or not. And then the deal for Kerr came in, and I thought that, maybe we could just leave it. And then I realized that we don't have the squad to deal with some of the fixtures lists that we get in the Scottish Premier League. So it is what it is. And we will get an arrival. That looks like Setford. I do believe that is Setford. So we are going to have a goalkeeper to back up Carson. Good to know. What is his overall, though? If he's better than Carson, he will play. 62. About the same. I actually might play Setford. Because he's younger. Maybe we could even. He's only got 6 months left in his Oh no, that's 6 months left in the contract that we're okay. got excited there for a minute that I could sign him in. We also get Saranola, so both of those guys come in. How much is Saranola? Saranola is a left or right wing back, and at 66, that's really good. He's really going to be very, very useful on either side. So yeah, really happy with bringing him in. You talk about being lucky. Both those were lucky, but very happy to bring both those players in, just even for depth. Setford is better than Carson in every conceivable matter. So there's no point in not putting him in, because we need to be better. Next up, we'll be Hibernian away. They're in 9th, so they're only 2 spots ahead of us, and they're only 7 points ahead of us. But St. Johnstone have made some real ground on us now. They're only a point behind us. We need to get results if we don't want to finish bottom. Now's the time to do it. All 3 of our deadline day deals for our loan deals are in the squad today. Saranola's out on the left. As we see him get right into the thick of it already. And Casey's on the right as Saranola's actually given that away. And our goalkeeper, new goalkeeper, Setford, can't make up for it. New signing makes a mistake, and Hibs take advantage 1-0 within the first 5 minutes. A bit of a rough start. We've calmed down a little bit here in the last 15 or so minutes. That's not to say that Hibs haven't been, causing more issues for us, and there it is, 2. There's nothing that we can do right now. Everything is going right into the net, and Newell makes it 2. We're actually not making as many chances as we had, in previous videos where, we'd make, a good few chances. Now, we're not really making any. This is kind of the first chance that we've really had an opportunity to really get forward, and it's Casey who's going to try and do it. Does really well there, gets it to Bakayoko, but he can't get the strike away. Casey did everything right there. Nothing you can give out about the new signing's ability to get forward. He's here again. He is going to give it up to McCown, who's going to float that in. Keeper does well and gets the ball away, but the referee might have given us a lifeline here. Penalty. Seemed to be a handball by Jego. Is it harsh? Oof. His arms are out from his body, certainly. I don't know if it's a harsh handball to give, but we get a lifeline just past the half-hour mark. Cameron versus Marshall. And Cameron smashes it in. Okay. Now we've got a chance. We got back in the game through a lucky penalty. Let's not waste it. Let's see if we can get back into this game and maybe get a result out of it. Cameron down the left does really well there. But the defender will be able to recover. And he's going to have to give it back to Bakayoko. Let one go there, and that's a great save for the goalkeeper. Game's starting to open up a bit for us, and We make it a little bit more, a few more chances. Here is the corner. And Cowan's going to deliver. Into the middle, back post. There was Portales. Heads it in. That's just over to the player's head there. In the end, we give it away. And it looks like Hibs have gotten it out of harm's way. Second half here, and here's McCowan. Bakayoko, lovely little touch, but just can't get away from the defenders. And Hibs have given it away. Anderson. Strike, save. Another shot from distance. But we are creating some opportunities to get shots in on goal. Could win that header, but it's gone to a man in a green shirt. But that was one back, but not enough. And Hibs will come away with the win. Not the greatest session we've had with a poor transfer window and 5 games where really we weren't all that fantastic, but thought we were competitive against Rangers in the cup game. Did well against Motherwell to get a point, but weren't able to get a point against Hibs here. So not the greatest 5 games, but we're still a team that's building. We've had our good runs of form and bad runs of form, and we're kind of on a bad run at the moment. With that, we are still ahead of St. Johnstone. So, not quite at the bottom, but we're not, certainly not pulling away from them either. However, that's all we have time for here. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and the video. And we'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully with some better results for you next time. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.